Hi everybody, this is Sergio. Thank you for tuning in and watching this quick video. Today we're going to be talking about synchronicities, which is a very popular topic in the spiritual community. So I wanted to come in and go ahead and share this with you guys. So I took a couple of notes because I could ramble on and on about this topic just because it's so complex in a way. So I'm going to try to be very specific and try to stick to what I want to share with you guys. So the first thing that I wanted to share is the definition or what synchronicities are. So synchronicities is an experience of two or more events which happen in a meaningful way but are casually unrelated to each other. So for example, it's whenever you see specific repetitive numbers, whenever you're thinking about a specific situation or a specific person. Maybe a song on the radio that goes on whenever you are thinking about a loved one or somebody that has passed. It could also come into phone calls whenever you're thinking about a specific person and then they call you right at the second. There's many other ways. Symbols, colors, names, animals, anything like that. It's just basically a coincidence that's too good to be a coincidence, if you guys understand that. So I want to share with you guys what does it mean whenever you do have synchronicity, what happens or what's going on when you do have these experiences. So first of all, to me, whenever I have a synchronicity, that's a sign that my guides, my angels, or a spirit is answering my question or is guiding me in something I'm unsure about. So they do this by showing me a specific number that's repetitive, and I have seen it so many times that I have a meaning to it, or sometimes I hear a specific name or I hear specific lyrics of a song that is kind of related to my question that I had or something that I was unsure about. Now this could also mean that you're in the right path, so it's kind of like telling you to trust the process and what's going on in your life. And synchronicities also happen very lightly, and you'll see it progressively happen more and more when you're first awakening in a spiritual way. So that's that. I do want to share some examples so you guys kind of see and can relate it to your experiences. So one of the very common ones that we all go through, and that I definitely went through at the beginning of my spiritual awakening, was the repetitive numbers. My repetitive number, the one that I saw the most, I saw many, but the one that was very popular, or that was there the most, was 444. And 444 always popped out in the beginning, and I still see it, but not as much as I used to whenever I first started paying attention to synchronicities. And this number would always come up when I was very sad, when I was feeling unsure of my decisions, and it would be always in the computer at work, on my phone. There was sometimes that I would even wake up out of nowhere at night and I would check my phone, it would be 444. Now another one that was very meaningful to me was the Florida place that I used to see all the time. Now I used to live in Texas before, so most of the cars are Texas plates. And even though in Houston there's a lot of cars that do have the Florida plates, it was just the instant that it would happen, the exact moments. So whenever this started happening, I wanted to come in and live in Florida for a long time, and I was very unsure about it because Florida can be very expensive, and it was just a lot of things that were going through my mind, a lot of things that were blocking me from doing it. And I asked my angels and I asked my guides, can you guys give me a sign that this is the right thing to do? And for about 2 or 3 years, I would see Florida plates whenever I was thinking about it. If I was thinking about Florida, it would be there. And my dad would be very negative about it. Not negative, but my dad is very logic. That's just how his brain works. And he would tell me all the time, Kevin, that's just what you want to see. You see it because, you're thinking about it. And I remember at that same moment we were having that conversation, we were in FaceTime and I was going to my gym at the moment. And I was no, Dad, I'm so serious. Every time I think about it or I ask about it, it's always there. I see it, Dad, blah, blah, blah. And then at this exact moment, he's nope, it's just you. So I pull up to my driving spot in my gym, and the car that was facing me, on the other side, had a Florida plate. I flipped the camera and I'm Dad, look, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And he was wow, he was so impressed. And it happened right when we're having that conversation, so that's very meaningful. That's very, like, it's too perfect to be a coincidence. So that was that. Another example was my friend that I still have a really good friendship with, and she lives in Houston, and I would share a lot of spiritual things with her, and she would tell me her experiences as well. But whenever that was happening, she started being more open to spirituality, which led her to her spiritual awakening. So she would start seeing the numbers every single time. So this happens a lot whenever you're first getting into this awakening situation. I had other experiences as well. I had one with a book that I was looking for. It's a very popular book in the Caribbean. It's a Dominican book. And I was like, I'm never gonna find it here in the United States. Maybe I'll find it in Miami, New Jersey, or New York. But I was living in Texas at the moment, so I was like, there's no way. I'm not gonna find it. I have to buy it online. And it was a book regarding spirituality, and I had a botanica by my house, and I would go there a couple of times to buy like dry herbs and stuff like that, but never looked in. I was never interested into their book sessions or anything. They always had books about Haitian voodoo and Santeria and all that stuff, but I never had the thought about going and looked into the books. So I was driving and thinking about that book, and I was like, something just told me, like, let me try. So I went and I found the book, and I found the book at the right time. Mind you, like I said, I've been to that store before, and I have like browsed through the books, but never like intentionally looked for a book. And it was just like right there. It was like on the first, like I walked into it, and it was there on the glass, one of the little glass shelves right there. That to me is a synchronicity, because I was thinking about it, and it happened at the exact moment, and it was there. It was just too perfect to be true. I do believe that was spirit giving me a message, or telling me, hey, it's right here, what you're looking for. Another thing that I want to talk about is trusting the signs. So how to trust the sign, how to trust the signs, how to not doubt it. The first thing that you have to work on whenever anything with spirituality, you have to be less logic. We are humans, and humans, to believe something, they have to see it. They have to be logic about it. If you see a spiritual sign like a synchronicity, you always, the first thing that you're like, it's just my brain, or it's just a coincidence. Like, you doubt it. That's the first thing that you need to work on whenever you are wanting to be receptive and open to this, is that you have to leave that alone. Like, be open to the situation happening, and don't doubt it. Sorry about the plane. But less logic, that's one thing that you have to work on, and be more faithful and be open to possibilities. Be more receptive. Whenever you do receive the sign, think about it and be like, thank you for giving me that sign, because those signs are from the universe, from your angels, from your guides, telling you, hey, stop worrying about it, or stop being doubtful, you're on the right path. So these are things, they're a gift to us, and I think that's very meaningful, and it should be to you guys as well. Be more curious and be less programmed. And what I mean by be less programmed is that, like I said, the brain is programmed to always doubt everything, and the brain always wants proof of everything. The brain wants to see it, wants to smell it, wants to everything. We don't want to just believe. It's just so hard to believe, and that's something that might be part of the lesson when it comes to synchronicities. So the next thing that I want to get into is what to do with the synchronicities that you receive. So once you learn to trust the process and your synchronicities, I believe, because it happened to me, once you are like okay with it and you're open to it, you will start developing your intuition a little bit more, and that's good if you're gonna go that path, and that helps you be more decisive. You start being less doubtful with your decisions. You start being less scared of everything that you do. You start trusting more with God, with your angels, with your spirits, with the universe, and like I said, it will direct you into a spiritual awakening if, this is assuming that's where you want to go. I think the most important lesson, like I said, of synchronicity is for you to trust, believe, and use the signs at your advantage for your own good. And sometimes God will put other people in your path as a synchronicity to help you grow, but then it could be the other way around as well. You could be a synchronicity for somebody else's life. So keep that in mind, guys. This is a topic that is very it happens to everyone. It's not just me. This is a very, very popular experience among the spiritual community. So that's that. I will be starting making more videos, guys. So stick more, check out my IGTV and stuff like that more frequently. As always, if you guys are interested in a spiritual reading, a tarot reading, go ahead and contact me via DM, and we can go ahead and coordinate your reading, and we can go from there. So other than that, you guys have a great weekend. Bye bye.